Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we are back today with another first impressions video. I'm excited to try today's fragrance because this is one that has been getting a lot of hype within the fragrance community. A lot of YouTubers are hyping this one up. It is a Middle Eastern fragrance, and thankfully this was sent to me by my friend Corey. So shout out to Corey for sending this decant over. I don't have an actual bottle, but that is less of an issue for me because it's pretty much the same bottle as its flanker, just a different color. The scent we are talking about is Lattafa Asad Zanzibar. It's the newest release from the Lattafa Asad line, and I'm excited to try this one. As I said, it's gotten some talk and some hype, so I'm going to give my first impressions of it. I have the decant right here. I'm going to spray it on my hand. I want to see what notes I pick up and just give you guys my first initial thoughts on it. So really quickly, if you are not subscribed to the channel and you like content like this, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications so you are updated whenever I upload something new. That way you do not miss a thing. Let's get this on skin and see if it lives up to the hype. I am a big fan of Lattafa Asad. I think that scent is fantastic. That is a clone of Dior Sauvage's Elixir. So as I said, the bottle for Lattafa Asad Zanzibar is essentially just a different colorway of the Lattafa Asad bottle. So let's get this on skin. Obviously not going to show you the atomizer because it is a decant, but I will do a couple pops in the air just to see how it comes off in the air. Okay. Wow. All right. So very powdery in the air. I'm getting like a Tonka iris sort of feel, so not what I was expecting. There's also a slight tropical feel to it. It's a little sweet, almost vacation vibes slightly. So I like that. In the air so far, I like it quite a bit. Let's see what this does off of skin. Very powdery initially, at least in the air. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure of the notes in here, but I'm picking up a lot of powdery iris off of my skin. And I got the same in the air as well. But it's also, I'm not quite getting the sweetness I was getting in the air off of my skin. I will say, though, this is a very interesting fragrance. It doesn't really remind me of anything. I don't know what's giving me that tropical feel. It's lacking sweetness, but it's very powdery. It does have a fruitiness to it. This is really nice. I'm actually really enjoying this one off of skin. I want to say that there's maybe a coconut note in here. I'm not necessarily picking up coconut. However, I am a big fan of coconut. So that could change as this settles in a bit because that iris is so prominent. It is kind of in your face iris, but they do it really well here. This is an inexpensive fragrance. This thing's like 40 bucks on Jomashop right now. So I'll be sure to link it down below. But like other Lattafas, this is an inexpensive Middle Eastern fragrance. However, I don't think this is trying to clone anything. It is settling down a bit. It's becoming a little bit more creamy. It's not very complex, if I'm being honest, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a couple notes that I'm picking up off of skin are those iris notes. It's a little bit spicy, which I really enjoy because I think it kind of evens things out a bit, and some fruitiness, but it's a dry fruit. It's nothing overly sweet or it's really not even that synthetic of a smell for a $40 fragrance. I'm liking this one so far. For whatever reason, it is giving me vacation tropical vibes. So I'm going to take a look at the notes really quickly and let you guys know what's in here and see how this changes. So the notes for Lattafa Asad Zanzibar, top notes are lavender and black pepper. Mid notes are coconut water, iris, and salt. And the base notes are vanilla and incense. Okay, so the coconut, it's in here. That's probably where I'm getting that tropical vibe. I love coconut in fragrances. The more I smell this, And the more it started to settle in, that creaminess started to come in, that coconut accord, the vanilla, those are sort of working in concert together, which can sometimes make you not really understand what you're smelling. It's hard to pick out the coconut specifically, but this is a really fun fragrance. It's super casual to me. This is not something I would necessarily wear to the office. I love how iris is used here, and the fact that they blended iris with the coconut, I think, is a very interesting choice. Really makes the scent unique. You might be wondering, does this smell anything like the OG Asad? Nothing. There is no connection to the original. This is a completely standalone scent. That pepper, I'm definitely picking up. That's where that spiciness was coming in. What I'm not picking up here is that lavender at all. You know, it doesn't really have a clean freshness to it. It's not very aromatic to speak of. Just a lot of powder, a lot of iris, and some creamy notes. But that's okay. I like that. I enjoy it. The salty notes could be adding to the vacation vibe, but I'm not really getting aquatics or anything like that. So one thing I will say is, if looking on Fragrantica, apparently 27 people think this smells like 40 knots from Xerjoff. I actually wore Xerjoff last week, 40 knots. I wore it on Easter, and these, if you guys haven't watched that video, go check it out. The fragrances behind me are what I wore last week. I go in depth and talk about each one. This smells nothing like 40 knots. So I don't know where that's coming from. I pick up nothing even close to Xerjoff's 40 knots. I didn't see this mentioned anywhere else, is that this is sort of a polarizing scent. There's not a lot of qualities here that would tell me that this is mass appealing or easy to wear. I would say this is unisex. I would say that this is one that if you're a fan of iris and powdery fragrances, you're probably going to like this one. It has that twist of the coconut and the vanilla, which I like. But other than that, it's not an overly complex scent. It doesn't smell clean. It doesn't smell super fresh. So it is kind of confused in that sense on, I guess, what situations I'd be wearing this. For me, kind of knee-jerk reaction to when I would wear this, it would probably be like a summer evening out fragrance for me. Something along those lines. It is an interesting scent. And I'd be also curious to see how this performs and how this changes over time, because when I initially had tested my Lattafa Asad, it took a while for that scent to get as good as it is now. So there was a maceration process. It needed some time to sort of develop. And my first impressions of that fragrance was just kind of underwhelmed. I liked it, but it was a little underwhelming. And now I really enjoy that one. So it has changed and it smells much better than it did initially. As this is drying down a bit, there is a slight sort of synthetic chemical smell to it. Again, I think this is one that I think might smell better in its sillage in the air. I'm burying my nose in it and smelling it up close. That's usually not how a fragrance is going to be enjoyed, is with your nose directly up to it. So, again, sillage. I'd be curious to see what my wife thinks of this one, although I think she may not like this one because it is powdery and it does have some vanilla notes to it, which she isn't crazy about. Overall, not a bad scent. There are some things I really like about it. There are some things that I don't know if everyone is gonna love. Personally, that chemical scent that's kind of coming through, I'm not crazy about. This is also one that might get a little annoying after a while on your skin, because it is powerful. For one, it smells powerful. I think this is going to really project and last a while. And where it doesn't have a lot of authentic smelling notes here, I'm definitely picking up some aroma chemicals that can also get a little annoying after time. So I'm going to give this one a little bit of time. I'm going to wear it this week. I'll talk more about it in my weekly wears video this Monday. So again, subscribe to the channel. Those videos drop every single Monday. Would love to know what you guys think of Lattafa Asad Zanzibar. Is this one that you have tried? Is this one that you've been wanting to try? Be really curious to know what you guys think of it. Drop it in the comment section down below. But if you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you are updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.